Well, I tell you, we've got a real treat for us today here on the Branson on the Road show. We've got a real good friend of ours that's going to come out here and entertain you, sing a couple of Johnny Cash songs. There's going to be a brand new a museum opened up in Nashville here in just a few weeks, all dedicated to Johnny Cash, right downtown Branson, in Nashville. I've got Branson on mine, in downtown Nashville. And there's a website, johnnycash.com, and I don't know if you're aware, maybe you do, there is a 24-hour Johnny Cash radio station. It is on the internet, johnnycashradio.com, and we've got one of the disc jockeys, we'll call it, from Johnny Cash Radio. And this gentleman's been a friend of ours for a long time. He's got a real special story to tell you. Let's put our hands together and let's make him welcome from Sarasota, Florida, our good friend, Mr. Mike Horan.
How you doing tonight? You in for a little more cash? All right. This is about the Dirty Mississippi by Johnny Cash. Well, I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. Show the clouds how to cover up one clear blue sky. And the tears cried for that woman. Man, you're gonna flood you big river. And I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Well, I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it tore me up every time I heard that drawl, that southern drawl. Then I heard my dream went back downstream, old Fifth Avenue pole, and I followed you, big river, when you called. Can I hear that guitar? Then you took me St. Louis, later on down the river. Freighter said she'd been here, but she gone, boy, she gone. I found my trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff. She raised a few eyebrows and then she went on down the lawn. Now won't you bat down Baton Rouge, River Queen rolling on. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough. Got my blues down in the Gulf. She loves you, big river, more than me. Little more guitar. Said I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. Show the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears cried for that woman. Well, they won't flood you, big river. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Who's been up at this mic? It's way down here. I almost gave myself a hernia getting down that low. Anyway, good evening to you all, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. As Debbie said, we're part friends for a long time, but also part of the JohnnyCash.com radio family and the museum, and we followed Big John for many years. And we got a little special surprise here because back in 1985, John was on a plane, and on the plane, this guy walked by him, and the guy was part of a guitar manufacturer. It was Guild Guitar. And he sent him a note, and he said, hey, would you mind talking with me? And he talked to him for a sec. Turned out he made the only American-made, fully American-made guitar. And John liked the idea, and he said, what would it take to get 2 fire-red guitars like that? And he said, not much, and it looked good against that black. He said, that's exactly what I was thinking. So he came over to his office with 2 guitars. One of those guitars will be in the Johnny Cash Museum. The second one's here tonight to play for you. This is Johnny Cash's guitar in the house tonight. Now, in 1955, Johnny Cash and Luther Perkins, Marshall Grant, they went walking back Sun Records. 2 of them were auto mechanics, and the Cash, he was a vacuum salesman, and he wasn't making much money. But they wanted to be a radio star. So he walked into the studio, and he said to Mr. Sam Phillips, he said, I think I got it for you, sir. I think I got the sound you're looking for. He said, what sound is that you think you got? He said, here, let me show you, sir. I was there when it happened, And so I guess I ought to know. And Sam Phillips said, son, back in that room I got a whole mess of gospel records I can't sell. You and you two boys there, you go back and you find your sound. You find out what it's going to be that's going to make Johnny Cash what Johnny Cash is going to be. A couple of weeks later, they showed up. And son of a gun, if the man in black hadn't found his sound. Sounded a little like this. On this old rock pile, with a ball and chain, they call me by a number, not a name. Lord, Lord, gotta do my time. Well, I gotta do my time. With thinking hard and the worried mind. Well, that old judge looked down and smiled. He said, I'll put you on that river for a while. Lord, Lord, gotta do my time. Well, I gotta do my time. Taking hard load and the worried mind. Here's Luther, Debbie Hort. You can hear my hammer, you can hear my song. Gonna swing it like John Henry all day long. Lord, Lord, gotta do my time. Well, I gotta do my time. Taking a hard load and the worried mind. Bring that guitar in. Well, now it won't be long, just a few more days. They'll let me out of here, I'm gonna stay, Lord, Lord, with a gal of mine. Yeah, with a gal of mine. She's waiting for me while I've done my time. Long live Cash.
Give Mike another big hand. And you can hear Mike every day at JohnnyCash.com radio. He does a beautiful job with the train. And didn't he do a good job on the Johnny Cash songs? Just great. Just great. You got the train going just right.